Hello, we're here to understand how to make AI really work for organizations. Many teams test AI but don't see big business results. This usually isn't a tech problem, it's about focus. It's easy to get sidetracked by new AI tools, especially with generative AI. Promises of 10x productivity are common, but most projects don't give measurable gains. They start with the tech, not the problem. This is a common mistake. AI is now a strategic capability. It's not a side project, it's about how fast an organization learns and responds. This means being clear about what creates value, where friction exists, and where better predictions change outcomes. As a document states, AI creates impact only when it is aimed precisely. Generative AI is a game changer. Traditional AI predicts, Gen AI creates text, images, plans. This means more use cases, but also more need for discipline to identify what matters most. Every organization has many AI ideas, but few will align with data, deliver value, and scale. Not every AI idea is strategic. A strategic AI initiative makes something faster that affects competitiveness, improves a differentiating capability, or enhances decision-making with big outcomes. This is the strategic advantage principle. Use AI where it amplifies what makes you distinctive, not just where it saves time. Generative AI creates value in three zones. First, the efficiency zone, doing things faster, like drafting reports. Next, the effectiveness zone, doing things better, such as personalized marketing. Lastly, the advantage zone, doing new things competitors can't, like a Gen AI-powered internal expert system. The most valuable AI moves from faster to better to new. So, AI success comes from focusing on the problem, not just the tech. It means understanding your strategic advantage and where Gen AI can truly make an impact, moving you up from just being efficient to creating new advantages. Next, we'll dive into practical frameworks for finding these opportunities. Welcome back. In our last lesson, we saw why a problem-first approach to AI is vital. Now, let's learn how to find those problems. We'll start with value chain mapping. This helps you see your organization as a system of activities that create value, not just departments. Mapping matters because it uncovers bottlenecks, repetitive tasks, and where human knowledge is key. These are the places where AI can drive real leverage. It helps you avoid projects that don't connect to the wider system. Your document suggests grouping almost any organization into core operations, support functions, and customer-facing functions. You don't need fancy software. Start by listing key activities from customer backward. Add supporting processes. Under each, note deliverables. Then mark pain points, decision points, and dependencies. This creates an AI heat map for your organization, showing where work slows down or relies on human interpretation. Once mapped, look for patterns, repetition, complexity, delay, and variation. Generative AI brings value where at least two of these overlap. For example, if weekly reports take hours, vary in quality, and rely on scattered updates, that's a strong Gen AI opportunity. Connecting these back to strategy helps refine your focus. From mapping, you get pain points. But vague ideas like AI for HR aren't enough. We need use case primitives. These are basic building blocks, a common language between business and tech teams. They describe exactly what happens, when, and why it matters in a structured way. There are 15 core primitives to define each AI opportunity. They cover the actor, trigger, input, output, success criteria, and value. For example, for an actor, it's proposal writer. For trigger, new RFP email arrives. They also define data, process, constraints, human involvement, ownership, risks, and effort. Each primitive is short, but together they give a full picture. To capture these, pick a process area, ask your team about time drains, and fill out a use case primitive card for each relevant idea. Don't worry about perfection early on. The goal is enough structure to compare ideas consistently. As your document highlights, this is the bridge between brainstorming and execution. Let's look at an example, a proposal drafting assistant. The actor is a proposal writer, triggered by a new RFP email. Inputs are the RFP document and client data. The output is a draft proposal. Success is an 80% reduction in first draft time. The value is more bids submitted. Human in the loop is the writer editing. This structured approach makes the idea concrete. By mapping your value chain, you identify where AI can truly help. Then, using use case primitives, you turn those vague ideas into clear, structured opportunities. This systematic approach is vital for making AI actionable. Next, we'll classify and prioritize these opportunities. Hello, we've learned to identify and define AI ideas. Now let's classify them. Not all AI projects do the same thing. Understanding the type helps you set goals, choose tech, and measure impact accurately. These are the four types of AI opportunities. As your document states, the real power comes from knowing which kind you're building. First, automation. AI takes over repetitive, rule-based tasks. The goal is to save time and reduce cost. Think generating weekly reports or summarizing call transcripts. A pitfall is focusing only on short-term gains. It's easy to scale, but rarely creates long-term differentiation. Next is augmentation. AI supports human decisions, improving accuracy or creativity. The goal is to help people make faster, smarter decisions. Think proposal drafting assistants or AI co-pilots. User resistance is a pitfall. Augmentation often delivers more value than full automation when done well. Then we have insight generation. AI finds patterns in data that humans can't easily see. This improves strategy and foresight. Think analyzing customer feedback or identifying market risks. Pitfalls include insights not leading to action and needing good data. Insights are powerful when someone acts on them. Finally, experience transformation. AI changes how people interact with products or information, often creating new experiences. Think AI-driven learning assistants or virtual advisors. It's harder to build, often needs culture change, and early versions can feel risky. But this is where the biggest competitive advantage often lies. Prototype with real users early. After classifying, you can balance your AI portfolio. Automation gives quick wins. Augmentation boosts productivity. Insight generation improves decisions. Experience transformation leads to market leadership. This helps you balance short-term gains with long-term strategy. Now to prioritize, we use the Impact Feasibility Matrix. This plots AI ideas based on potential business value and how practical they are to build. Your document says, evaluation isn't bureaucracy, it's clarity. This tool helps you stay objective and focus your limited resources. This matrix guides your focus. High impact, high feasibility projects are quick wins. Prioritize them. High impact, low feasibility are strategic bets. Invest selectively. Low impact, high feasibility are low-hanging fruit. Consider if easy. Low impact, low feasibility should be avoided or reframed. This quickly tells you where to put your energy. Score each opportunity on a 1 to 5 scale. For business value, ask about time or cost savings, revenue increase, or improved experience. For feasibility, consider data availability, process definition, and internal capability. Then calculate impact and feasibility scores. Involve cross-functional teams, business owners, tech leads, and end users for a balanced view. Once prioritized, you need a business case. This isn't just about cost and return. AI adds uncertainty and intangibles. Focus on problem definition, the proposed AI solution, expected value, feasibility, and costs risks. Make it visual with a summary dashboard or ROI chart. As your document notes, a strong business case doesn't just justify AI, it creates alignment. In this lesson, we classified AI opportunities using the 4 types, then prioritized them with the Impact Feasibility Matrix. We also covered the basics of building a compelling business case to get leadership buy-in. These steps help turn ideas into focused, actionable projects. Next, we'll talk about moving from pilot to lasting scale and the crucial role of trust and governance. Welcome to our final lesson. We've identified and prioritized AI opportunities. Now the biggest challenge, scaling. Most AI projects stall after a pilot, not because the tech fails, but because the organization isn't ready for systematic adoption. This step change requires thinking in systems, not just single use cases. A scalable AI capability needs 3 layers. First, a technology foundation with shared infrastructure. Second, a governance framework with clear rules. And third, adoption and enablement with training and support. Without all 3, even the best pilot will struggle to grow. Your document emphasizes that scaling AI isn't about doing more, it's about doing it right. Here's a model to track progress. Stage 1, pilot, a short-term test with a single team. Stage 2, production, fully functional for one department. Stage 3, expansion, rolled out to multiple teams. Finally, Stage 4, scale, enterprise-wide adoption with standardized platforms. The goal is to move intentionally between these stages. As AI scales, trust is crucial. Guardrails make AI safe, fair, and aligned with your values. They prevent data leaks, biased outputs, and user distrust. They're about making AI responsible by design. As the document says, AI guardrails don't limit innovation, they enable it. Responsible AI stands on three pillars: ethical, legal, regulatory, and operational. Ethical focuses on fairness and transparency. Legal covers compliance with laws like GDPR. Operational deals with security and quality. Each organization tailors these, but the core principles remain. Human in the loop is always essential for critical outputs. Let's quickly look at some case studies from the document. A consulting firm used GenAI to cut proposal drafting time by 80%, increasing volume by 25%. Customer service reduced after-call documentation by 70%, boosting agent satisfaction. A manufacturer cut unplanned downtime by 22% with AI insights. An education provider reduced content prep time by 70%. And financial services reduced compliance review time by 75%. These cases show common threads. They started small and scaled fast, using primitives for clarity. Human in the loop was always present. Measurable results were tracked, and governance matured as adoption grew. These are not just technology stories, they're change management stories, enabled by AI. So what's next for you? Define your AI ambition with one or two clear goals. Map your value chain. Capture ideas using use case primitives. Classify each use case, then evaluate and prioritize with the impact feasibility matrix. Build a mini business case. Pilot with purpose, measure outcomes, and plan for scaling with governance in mind. Keep learning and iterating. As your document concludes, AI doesn't replace strategy, creativity, or judgment. It scales them. AI success isn't about the biggest model. It's about clarity, structure, and consistency. It's about moving from isolated projects to repeatable patterns and platforms. By focusing on responsible innovation and continuous learning, you build an organization that thinks and operates smarter. This journey turns curiosity into lasting capability, making your organization faster, smarter, and more human.